What's furry and flies through the air, teaching us to think with our heart? Me! I am Virtuleze! From a star comes Virtuleze, teaching us to do good deeds. Values, manners, thank you please. We're great kids like Virtuleze.
Hi boys and girls. Outer space is so exciting. Let's go over the solar system today. There's the sun. It's very bright and hot there. I never fly too close. I want to show you all of the planets in the part of space where you live. There's Mercury. It's very hot and it's the smallest of the planets here. Venus is the planet between Mercury and Earth. It's Earth's sister and named after a goddess. Here's Earth. It's where you all live, boys and girls. See how blue and green it is? It's a beautiful planet. Next is Mars. It's known as the red planet because it's red all over. The next planet is much farther away and it's the biggest planet of them all. It's Jupiter. It's so big it has lots of moons. Earth only has one moon. Oh, and there's Saturn. It's also a very large planet, but it has something no other planet has. Rings around it. See? Last we have Uranus and Neptune. They are very, 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 very far away and very cold too. After that, the solar system ends and there are lots of nebulas, comets, and other stars way, way away. That's it. I better get back. Weezer and Joleen are waiting for me. Whee! Wow, Weezer. It sure is a bright sunny day out here, isn't it?
Thanks for the sunglasses, Joleen. It sure helps keep the sunlight away.
You're welcome, Weezer. I care about you and I want you to be comfortable. And it's important to keep the sun out of your eyes.
It is. You sure do think with your heart, Joleen. You're really good at it.
You are too, Weezer. These galaxy chips are delicious. Thank you for bringing them and sharing.
You're welcome, Joleen. Hey, maybe I should put on some of that suntan lotion you were talking about.
Well, maybe, Weezer, but I don't think it's a good idea. It's gonna get your fur all matted and slick.
It will? Hey, maybe with these sunglasses and slick fur, I'll look like a rock and roll star.
Oh, Weezer. Well, hi, Virtuleze. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Joleen. Is that you, Weezer? What are you wearing?
Pretty cool, huh? I'm a rock star, Vert. Can't see much, but at least I got the sun out of my eyes.
Speaking of the sun, I was just showing the boys and girls the part of space where they live. I was telling them how bright the sun is. The sun is very bright. It's 93 million miles away from Earth, and it's still very bright.
Wow, there must be a lot of energy going on to make it this bright from that far away.
You're right, Weezer. There is a lot of energy. Did you know that the sun makes up over 99% of all the mass in our solar system? Mass is a solid matter that takes up space. It can be anything from planets, metal, and even our bodies are considered mass.
That's amazing, Joleen. As a teacher, I'm always ready to learn new things and teach others about it. Anything else we should know about the sun?
Well, the sun provides the energy to support most of the life here on Earth. It provides warmth, helps the growth of all plants and animals, and it's responsible for all the weather in the world. The sun is an amazing star, Joleen. It's even more amazing that there are 7 other planets besides Earth in your solar system. That's right, Virtuleze. Let's see, there's Mercury, Venus.
Hello, everyone. The Professor in Orbit here. Let us handle the planets, Joleen. We jumper bucketed all over the solar system, see? Oh no, it seems I've gotten a little bit out of control.
Drive with both hands, Professor.
Think about what you just said, Orbit.
Oh, yeah.
Orbit took notes.
I sure did, but mainly we got lost.
Well, here's what we came up with.
You tell him, Professor.
There are people everywhere that think there are 8 planets in our solar system. Well, after traveling extensively around the solar system, we cataloged everything we came by. Of course, we did stop for a meal at the Asteroid Cafe, where Orbit had the moon pie for dessert, and of course I had the Jupiter jelly rolls with a comet cream center. It was delicious! Anyway, we trekked on, counting each and every planet we came across, and do you know what we found out, Mr. Weezer? There's 8 of them? Well, yes, of course, that's exactly right, Mr. Weezer. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. You are a boggled box of information, Mr. Weezer, but Orbit and I renamed them all. They are...
No, we didn't, Professor.
I know.
Let's jumper bucket to each planet and tell the kids a little about each one of them, huh?
What a space-tacular idea, Orbit! Let's start with the planet that's closest to the Sun, Sweatball.
We are not renaming the planets, Professor. It's Mercury. Kids, Mercury is the smallest planet. It's also the fastest. It only takes 88 days to rotate around the Sun, which is why it's named after the Roman god of speed, Mercury.
Let's race! Hey, that is one fast planet. I didn't even see it pass us, Orbit.
Can't win them all. The second planet is Venus.
You mean Cutie Pie Planet?
No, I mean Venus. This is considered Earth's sister planet, also named after a Roman god, Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. It's also the second brightest object in the sky, next to the moon. Ask one of your family members to go out sometime and have them show you. It usually appears in the early morning or at dusk, depending on the time of year. The third planet is our favorite planet, of course.
What world?
No, Earth. The only place in the universe where life is known to exist. It is very wet, though. 71% of the Earth is covered in saltwater oceans. It's home to millions of different species, including us.
And I'm going to name them all in alphabetical order right now. Aardvarks, acorns, ants, ant-eaters, pizza-eaters.
Let's move on, Professor. The fourth planet is called Mars, because
Or
it is...
the Crimson Shadow.
No, Mars. This planet is named after the Roman god of war. Although red in appearance, it has polar ice caps just like Earth.
It's watching us, Orbit. Be still. Any planet that can make snow cones is okay with me.
Next is Jupiter.
You mean the massive balloon belly Gigantor.
Gigantor? Oh, never mind. Anyway, named after yet another Roman god, Jupiter has at least 70 moons. The largest one is bigger than the planet Mercury.
Wow! Is Gigantor bigger than all the other planets combined?
In fact, Jupiter is twice as big as all the other planets combined. It's so massive it could hold 1,300 Earths.
Wow, it is big! And look at all these moons! Watch out, Orbit, let's don't hit one. What is that? Well, surely the next planet, Ring-a-ling-a-ding-dong, can't top that!
But it's called Saturn, Professor. And it depends on how you look at it. Is Saturn as large as Jupiter? No. Does Saturn have more moons? Yes! Saturn has 82 moons! Look at all those moons! Lots of moons, kids! Look at all the moons!
And I'm going to name them all right now! Paul, Oscar, Ambrosia, Skippy!
They already have names, Professor. Saturn also has a ring system that's visible from Earth. They are made from space dust particles. Did you know that Saturn takes 29.5 years to rotate around the Sun? That's a long time, eh?
Well, it is, but it's time for my favorite planet, the coldest planet there is, Frosty Ball!
Frosty Ball, or Uranus, takes 84 years to complete one orbit around the Sun.
One orbit is enough, Orbit. If there were 2 of you, I wouldn't be able to do anything with my hands.
Moving on, Professor. Last but not least...
Ah, the distant disk of Bye-Bye.
Neptune, Professor. It's made of icy particles that contain water and gases. It's also almost as cold as Uranus.
Horseshoes and hand puppets orbit almost is not good enough. Let's recap. The 8 planets, according to Professor Andy, are Sweatball, Cutie Pie Planet, Wet World, the Crimson Shadow, Gigantor, Ring-a-ling-a-ding-dong, Frosty Ball, and the distant disk of Bye-Bye. Or, if you want to call them like Orbit does and everybody else in the universe, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Hey kids, that's all from the professor and me this time. We'll be back for more next time. Next time we're going deeper into the universe.
Wow! If we're going deeper in the universe, we're going to have to fix up the old jumper bucket. The engines only go 40 miles an hour. We're going to have to put in a Speedo hop-along putt-putt boosty fun V6 engine pop-along if we're going to get anywhere past old Frosty Ball. To the garage! Let's go, Orbit. Bye! Bye-bye, everyone!
Oh my goodness, what could possibly be farther than our own solar system? The whole universe is out there, Joleen. Next time we're going to visit my homeworld, Star Virtuous. Wow!
Yay! I love it there! Next up, Mama V Stardust Cookies. Let's go!
Okay, let's go! Virtuleze, what are you still doing here? Because this time, you're going with us, Joleen! Bye, kids! See you next time!